Hello friends, prepping that here with a quick sad but true video. A few months ago I began training Jiu-Jitsu, and I've been loving it, and yesterday I attended my first competition with three other friends from my gym. We all took medals home in our respective categories. I got silver in men over 40, I call it all men bracket. And all my other two other friends took gold, and another friend took bronze. It was a great day. We celebrated. I mean, I took a beating. Don't get me wrong. If you can see right there, I got a little of a black eye and a cut right there. I enjoyed it. It's part of it. It was a great time. One of my friends, a young wrestler, he's been wrestling since he was 5 or 8 years old. Young man. He must be early 20s. Can't mention his name. But you can help but love the kid because he's a super healthy kid. All he cares about is, being physically active and working. He took gold and he was ecstatic. And today, I got the sad news that his brother had died last night. His older brother, who was almost 30. When I inquire about the reason, the person that I was speaking with on the phone said that it was he shot himself by mistake, by accident. This was he said, and this information was conveyed to him by his father, my friend's father, and it seems like he moved a handgun that was on a dresser, and when he moved it, shot himself on the chest. So it wasn't suicide. And when I say either accidental or negligent discharge, I mean there's only one way you can have an accidental discharge, and that is if you have never had any sort of instruction. If somebody sat down with you for half an hour and explained to you the four universal rules of firearm safety, or if you attended a class, you will never ever have an accidental discharge ever again. It would be a negligent discharge. So I don't know which of the two it was, but my heart is broken for my friend. And guys, when I come home, I've talked about before carrying outside the waistband. I live in the mountains, so it's we layer this much. So when I come home and I'm carrying outside the waistband, even though it's the most comfortable way of carrying, I can't wait to get rid of this when I get home. But here's the thing about a handgun. If a handgun is sitting on a table or on a piece of furniture or out in the open, it has to be in a holster. This holster that I'm wearing right now, I can remove without undoing my belt. It's got two hooks facing up and two hooks facing down, and I can remove it. So the handgun stays in the holster, correct? Stays in the holster where there is no access to the trigger. If I have to, because I also have a concealed carry holster, and whichever firearm I'm carrying, I also have that concealed carry holster in my everyday bag. I have a sling bag that I carry every day, and there's a concealed carry holster in case I want to change the format of carrying that I'm using for the day. So, if I take out my handgun, this handgun is loaded. It's ready to go. There's one in the chamber, and there's a full magazine in it. I grab the concealed carry holster. This is not a concealed one, it's just another belt holster, but for the sake of example, I grab it, put it in there, and I can put it on the table or the piece of furniture or whatever. That's my safe in this case. I put it on top of the safe. In order for this young man, and I say young man, he was almost 30. So I'm sure, I imagine he had had some sort of instruction. This is not the time to ask the family. But in order for him to shoot himself, the handgun must have been placed, and when he turned it, this is the description of what happened. He turned it and shot himself on the chest. He must have activated the trigger with his thumb. It's the only way the gun is going to shoot in your direction is with your thumb. Guys, it's so easy to be negligent. So easy. I have kids in my house, and they both own rifles. They are 8 and 9. They have the little 22s, one shot, but they know the 4 rules by memory. We go over them constantly. They never touch. If I put my handgun in a holster and put it on the table, they know that handgun is loaded, and they have never ever touched it. It's been 8 and 9 years, but I don't even take that to the bank. I might briefly set my gun on the counter, and but quick enough it goes into a cabinet above the fridge, just for peace of mind. I know that they know, but it will be negligent on my part to walk away from that room if my kids are there. Now, mind you, we have a family room that is together with the kitchen, so it's big. So many times I have left it on top of a counter in the kitchen, and I'm in the living room. I can see where it is, and it's not that I'm watching. No, they have never touched it. They know what they are. They know what guns are. They know what they do and know what they're for. But still, it will be negligent on my part to just leave it laying there. Guys, please teach your friends, teach your family. Guns are happy in a holster. If this gun was unloaded, it's unloaded, full magazine, is the round, nothing else in there. If this gun was unloaded and you're in a group setting and you're about to set it down on the table, set it in a holster so nobody's wondering, is that gun active, live, loaded, chambered? As long as the trigger guard is covered and a holster that locks, nobody has to worry about it. Guys, don't let this happen to a family member. Don't let this happen to a friend. If you have a chance to instruct somebody, do it. You could be saving somebody's life and even your own. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. And you don't have to share my video. Just share what I'm telling you with friends. Teach them the 4 universal rules of firearm safety. Guys, you have a fantastic week. I'll see you guys soon.